Okay, I wanted to just give a, quick tip for targeted individuals going through EMF or as you see the EMF gauge here. It's set to around like 5, and you can hear the beeps. You can see the gauge there and everything else. So let's get off of that. Um, Now I'm gonna go over to the nut root and start access log. And then you can see that was just literally you see the 31 there, and then you see the 31 where it says 6 p.m. over at the top. They got the time switched out, but it's still the same, so you know it's still in the same exact region and area. You see that open it. No, not app detail, but if I click on that, custom filters, go down. As you can see, as I stated before, you see all the IPs listed as far as who are trying to attempt to access. And it seems like they've changed their route. No, not route, but port. They got it as a 5228. It used to be a 44 something number at first. If I scroll down, you can see the rest of the stuff there. Cancel, go to that. Custom filter. Then that one's still 443, as you can see. You can still see the other IPs as far as that. Now, if you actually get the exact one that they're currently using, you could track that and track and trace that IP to the exact location as they're trying to hack into your device. Now, what I really wanted to go over was people who are going through both EMF and radiations and all that. As I've you already seen some of the other stuff I've recommended. The other thing that I usually do as far as detox, I use Epsom salt and I use seaweed. What I do with the seaweed is, the thing about the seaweed is that it naturally detoxifies radiation. So you got that doing that, so it actually helps your skin cells heal. So as you're doing that, whenever you like, if you take a hot bath with the Epsom salt, that'll help you out really good. You'll feel a lot better afterwards. The other thing, as far as sea salt goes, now there's even like some type of fungus out there that not even your leading brands of cleaning products can even destroy or kill, whatever, right? So what I usually do is I grab a spray bottle. I grab a regular looking spray bottle, and you want to get pure alkaline water. You want to get pure alkaline water. Fiji water is good for that. There's a filter out there. I cannot recall the name, but it turns your tap water into purified alkaline water. Now, what you want to do with the alkaline water, because this type of fungus feeds off of toxins within the environment, like as far as anything, and I don't even think bleach can kill this. So what you need is you want that, and you want some iodized sea salt, pure alkaline water, and iodized sea salt. You want to mix that until it's saturated into the water. Mix that in the spray bottle, and then like after you're done doing your little mopping or whatever, wiping down the counters, washing and everything down, what you want to do is you want to spray that and let it sit. You spray that, let it sit, and then I guarantee you that if you're going through like EMF and all that type of stuff, you will feel pardon my language, because I am turning myself over to God. I'm still getting used to it. It's gonna take some getting used to, but I'm getting there, step by step. I'm trying to stop on my swearing and all that. God, I hope you forgive me, but yeah. Anyway, that's one of the things. That's just one of the tips I wanted to give out as far as anybody going through this. And I guarantee you'll feel a whole lot better if you do this. If you do that. As far as anything else, like if you go to sleep, don't completely unplug your router. Do not leave it on, because that channels out EMF waves. Or not really EMF, but radioactive waves. If you're going to sleep and you have your phone near you, put your phone on airplane mode. Always put it on airplane mode if you're going to sleep. As far as like outlets and whatnot, don't sleep near any outlets. Don't do anything like that. If it's best to have the plastic caps on them. Unfortunately, I don't have any myself. I do plan on investing in some at some other point, but that's another good alternative when it comes to that. Yeah, you can still see the those things right there. As you see the apps here, as I showed you before, I got a lot of the stuff X'd out. Now, let's go over here. I got my YouTube out. I got the innate state. I got my camera, gallery, and DuckDuckGo out. All that can close up. Context can close. Settings can close. And that's about all I have. Now, after closing all of that, watch what show. Let's take a look at the panel now. Because I guarantee you, you'll see, like, even when you're not using certain stuff, you'll see them trying to access certain applications and apps on your phone that you don't even have open. And you will even see it happen as soon as you even click on it. Like, you'll see a completely different IP address show up that's not even your own. So, whatever that is, let's do a custom filter. Back them off of that. Do another one. Back them off of that. Actually, let's do an infinite port and one more just in case, because I think some of these are actually different. Yep. Yeah, I see 172.253.112.188, and the port is 5228. So the thing is, like, you don't want to leave it as the same port because they could just change that. You want to leave it off as an infinite port, so they would have to technically change the IP address just to continue doing what they were doing, because like that IP is already most likely locked onto that port drive. Another one they was trying to access my Norton. Let's put that one on the infinite so they can't even make the access attempt anymore. That's 37, 38. Now I'm gonna scroll down. Now it's not happening as often now since I'm starting to film this, but the thing about this is, like, when you go public with stuff like this, you want to record all the dirt that they're doing in secret, as far as this stuff is concerned, so you actually have enough built up evidence on it. And then when you do go public with it, because I'm telling you, what they're gonna do is they're gonna try to just back off, and then say, well, that's nothing. But if you have like over mountains and mountains of evidence of what they've been doing so far, then you got a case. So far, no other attempts. VPN is still on. Let me try turning on. The record is still gonna go, but I'm gonna try this. Now watch what happens when I cut it off. Yep, there it is. I did not click on my voicemail and I did not click on my Norton. But as you can see, these are the only things I have open right now. That's it. This is my no root, my EMF, my YouTube, and my innate state. That's all that's up there. So I'm not the one accessing this. That's someone else doing that. Let's do another custom filter. Put it on infinite. X to the access out. The X means, as I stated before, it doesn't permit any access on anything. Like I can't use it. I can open it up, but like I can't use its services unless I undo that. And that it's the same thing that applies for the other person who's trying to hack into it. But since they can't, like mess with the thing like that directly, then they can't really do much of anything. So they're messing with this again. Let's exit that out. It's the same port again, 5228. But is that a different IP? That's 74.12530.188, and the port number again is 5228. We go down, and then as you can see, there's a different IP trying to access the exact same thing, 172.253.112.188, and the port is still Once again, 5228. Now when I go up, let's go to create custom details or custom filters. We go down, and if we scroll down here, I guarantee you may see like some similar stuff. Now the stuff under this, under that main address is star.1e 100.net, star.net, and then you got another thing that says 74.125.30.188. So my guess is the port that's actually doing this is that one right there. So let me make a custom filter for that, and they're just using some other stuff, they're just using these other decoys to get through with that. So if it doesn't happen again, then that means I actually hit the right one. I think I actually got it. I would like to go into the next part of targeting that I went through as a kid, but I'm gonna probably save that one for later. I'm gonna continue off because as you will see at the end of that video, you can see the hacking attempt on the battery as it was going down like crazy. Like even a phone that's like at 6 or 7%. The thing now, on normal standards, I would understand, but here's the thing: if I do this, and then I scroll up, you can see what my battery extender is actually on. To switch to extend. Oh, it says go to extended. But the thing about this, like, it's not on extended, but it's on the maximum, and I'm gonna show you right now. Go to settings. I'll go to my battery, and let's see. There it is, battery saver. As you can see, it's on the maximum. That's what mode I have it set to. When it's on the max, it's in all black. So the fact that I had it in battery saver mode maximum and it went down that fast, that's obviously hacking. And just about most or all the both the system and regular apps that I don't use and I don't need and that aren't even supposed to be on this phone, I have disabled and took away its privileges. Yet, as you can still see, there's still attempts to try to hack into my phone. So now we got another IP of 173.194.216.188, and then the port number is 5228. What they're gonna do when you're dealing with a situation like this, they're gonna keep changing it. But the best thing for you to do is to basically, like, whenever you're not using your phone, just keep it on airplane mode. If you do that, now I'm gonna wait until the next. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be another attempt, and I'm gonna wait until that happens. Now, watch. I'm gonna click on something, and you're gonna see what's gonna happen as soon as I click on it. I'm gonna go here. Now I'm gonna go back, and then I'm gonna exit that out. Now let's go back. You see that? I only clicked on that app once. Explain to me why there are 4 different IPs showing up on my denial list. That doesn't make any sense. And it's only one individual clicking on that app, just me. But as you can see, the access log has 4 different IPs trying to access that. Now, go to custom filter. We go down. You can see all those listed addresses down there. So let's deny that, and I guarantee you they're gonna. As you see, it's the 443. Create custom filters. Deny that. And okay. Create custom filters. Deny that. All right. Deny that. And now let's try it again and see what happens. Okay, go back. Exit out. Yet again. Three of the same different, now the three different IPs are trying to access it. And I bet you that the same stuff listed is going to be similar. A little bit different, but still the same. Go down to this one. As you can see, there's that one. Go down here. And that one doesn't have a whole lot. Now, now it's trying to access the Norton. But as you see, Norton's not even, I don't even have my app up. Yet, if you look at the access log, something's trying to access it. Now, I disabled updates on this, so none of that should really be doing anything, as far as I know. One of the things you want to keep an eye out for when they try to hack into your phone is that they will send you a falsified update, and usually the ones I've been seeing are like dating back to all the way to like May 1st or something. I'm gonna show you that. It says new software update ready to be installed, V15A AUG27. That says August 29 to August 27, 2019. It is not August. It's November. You know how everybody knows how long August has been since in 2019. It is not August. It is November. And if you look at the top there, this is why I say get a screen recorder. Get a screen recorder because you get all this evidence so far, so forth. But if you're using like another phone, what they do is like they can sense when you're accessing certain stuff on other phones. So when they see you accessing a camera to put that over another phone, it's not doing you any favors because they can actually like immediately cut the stuff off as that happens. That's why I say get a screen recorder, disable all those apps and stuff in your background. I'm just gonna go ahead and show you here. As I showed this before, I'm just letting you know. This when you go into your app sections, this is not all the apps on your phone. It is not. Now when I do this, show system, you see all this other stuff. And the thing about this is there's even some apps on here that won't even show. You actually gotta boot your phone into safe mode. If you got an LG, the way to boot into safe mode is to hold down the power button, and then it'll ask you if you wish to boot into safe mode. You boot into safe mode, and it disables all third-party apps and all apps that are not really like meant for built into the phone, that are not through your manufacturer. Now, in a targeting situation, unfortunately, you have some manufacturers who actually work alongside the negative side of the government, the people who hire these gang stalkers. So when you're getting a phone, you really want to be careful of what type of manufacturer you're going with. So do some research, see which phones and stuff is more vulnerable to hacking. Yes, I do have an LG, but there's a primary reason as to why I got the LG, and it was to be able to see more evidence of what they were doing so that I can actually, when I do get another phone, I know exactly what to do and I know how to prevent the hacking. My recommendation to everyone is like, do not leave your apps idly open if you're not using your phone. If you're not using your phone, just put it on airplane mode. If you're going to sleep and you're not using it, just leave it on airplane mode. If you're traveling and you're not using it, whenever you're not using your phone, always put it on airplane mode. Always do that. Always do that. Do not leave any unnecessary apps open, like your email, your bank apps or anything like that. Do not leave any of that stuff out. And plus, if you're having hacking experience, I wouldn't even. It's pretty obvious not to really do that. If anything, like I think doing the whole bank thing on the phone is a complete. It's too risky. it's too much of a risk. It's too much of a riskful situation. And I plan on stop doing that myself, actually. But this is just. Let me see. We hit the 20 minutes already. Anyway, like this is just another usual tips from MM's strategy guide. I hope all you other TIs out there are doing great. I hope your day is going at least a little bit better. I know what the gang stalking is. It's just designed to just literally just ruin your day. I understand. Just do your best to hang in there. My prayers are with you all. I hope you all. I hope all of us find a better tomorrow after to get through all of this together. If you haven't already, I don't really care too much for subscribers, but at least let more people know about this, because at least that way it will allow them to be able to protect themselves as well. I've seen one of the other things I wanted to bring up. I've seen many other channels, but like I find the stuff that they do very questionable. When you're under EMF, you got to understand like this stuff relies on your reactions. It relies on your reactions and how you act. And from what I've been seeing, I'm not saying any of these people are perps or anything like that, but I'm just gonna say it like I don't think it's a good idea to react to to literally like display your reactions to every little thing that this hidden organization does. And the reason why is because like they can use that stuff against you. So it's kind of like and as I said before, I don't know if it's still in one of the previous videos that I made, because I know like due to this hacking I didn't get it on film. But I noticed one of my first video was missing when I went to go look for it. But then when I looked through it through a comment section, it was there. So I don't know. It may be a setting or something. I don't know. But anyway, just be careful how you react to these people, because that's how they get paid. They get paid based off your reactions. They do obnoxious stuff that is very childish to get you upset, to get you in to trigger irregular behavior, to try to trigger you towards aggression. Basically, what you need to do is be vigilant of them, of what they're doing, but don't give them too much of your attention. Don't be triggered into what is going on. Just be mindful of it, but again, don't just act as if you don't even care. Because that not only throws them off, they don't get paid when you do that. And I'm telling you, they get super pissed when you get like that. They get super pissed when you do that. So again, and also like be very careful when traveling at night. In certain situations, one tip I want to bring out, when it comes to their stalking, it tends to be like very aggressive, like when you're in a area that is secluded and has little to no cameras around. So it tends to be aggressive in areas like that where there's little to no traffic and people, nearby or anything like that, as far as witnesses are concerned. But in a high trafficking area where there's plenty of cameras and there's plenty of random people who are not involved moving by, they're gonna just try to blend in with the crowd. So just be mindful of that. So just be mindful as far as you're traveling, as far as you're shopping, or whatever you do during your daily life. Just be mindful of that, because there have been rumors of abductions and stuff like that going on, and unfortunately these people like just weren't aware of it, and they just they ended up hanging around with the wrong people. So just be careful who you socialize with. Be careful of the people you hang around with, because unfortunately, like, there's a slim chance they may be involved in this corrupt organizations. And if you see or hear something you shouldn't have heard, then they're going to end up most likely getting you involved. And that's the one thing you don't want. So to all a good day, and hope everybody have a peaceful evening. This is MM's strategy guide, over and out.